Well, good morning, everybody. I'm going to get back on this 75 250B MX. I got the tank almost done. I pressure tested it for about an hour, and I have two small pinholes. I just need to get those plugged up, and then that'll be good. I don't know if you remember, but on the first video when I got this bike, it had some weird front end on it. It was way too long. It had like the modern triple crown on it, what set the forks back, and the forks would hit the tank. Well, I saw a bike on YouTube, no, not YouTube, but on Facebook, and it was the same bike, and the guy had leading axle forks on it, and it looked sweet. And I asked him, I said, "Well, don't you have issues with the forks hitting the tank?" And he said no, because he was using an XT 500 Triple Crown, which has the fork set forward like on all the older bikes. Well, I wasn't able to find that Triple Crown. Well, let me back up. I found one on eBay. I saw it and it's like, okay, cool, that's what I want, because I was looking for the XT 500 and I ordered it. And then I got an email that it had been shipped, and I saw that it was for a 76 YZ 125. And I'm thinking, oh, great. I ordered the wrong one, wasn't paying attention. Well, it gets here, and I'm looking at it, and the openings for the forks were a lot bigger than the stock forks were. And he also had IT 76, no, 77 IT forks on it, because it's got the leading axle front forks. And I got to looking at it, and I measured it, and lo and behold, it's the same diameter fork as the IT. And I happened to be going through Marketplace, and I saw a complete front end for a 77 IT, had the front wheel on it, complete front end with the triple crown. And guy wanted 150 bucks for it, and he was only like a mile from my house. So I went and picked that up. I put the YZ 125 triple crown on the 250 MX frame. Everything goes right together. I took the forks and put them in, and it's awesome. There's enough room to where I can drop the forks. I can drop the triple crown down on the forks so they stick up above the top. It won't hit the handlebars, so I can adjust that. But the way that it is right now, sitting, it looks fine. Let me take you over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is the bike, and that's got the IT front end on it. There's the gas tank. All the dents are out. I just need to fix the two little weep holes that it's got. I put a 3 psi in it and let it sit for about an hour and so, and it had two small little weep holes. But that's the front end. I mean, I sat on the bike. It looks like it's a little long, but if I drop it down and bring the forks up in the crown, it should be fine. I just got to play with it. I want to get the long travel kit put in the rear shock. So if any of you out there know who does that and has the info on where I can send the rear shock to get it rebuilt and the long travel kit put in it, I'd appreciate it. But I got the plastics for it. I got new side panels, new front and rear fender. I'll put that all on there. But today, I'm going to try to get this thing fired up. When I first got it, I tried to start it and it had no spark. I'm going to go ahead and work on that. I have a 79 IT 250 engine sitting right here. I don't know if the internals on it for the CDI will work on my 250 or not, on the 250MX, but I'll try it. And if all else fails, I did go ahead and pick up an HDI or HPI ignition port. I'll put that in there, but I want to see if I can get this thing to fire up today. Once it fires up, I can see how it is. I'm going to go ahead and pull the motor all apart and re-seals, new bearings and everything. And the previous owner had gone nuts with blue paint and painted everything blue. I've got to get all that blue paint off the engine. I'll repaint it. This is going to be a full restoration on this bike, but it's going to be set up so it can be raced. I'd like to take it out to the track, just run it around on the track and practice for a little bit. I had this bike back when I was 19 years old, in 1975. Actually, I turned 19 in December of 75. So I actually had it when I was 18. Relived my youth a little bit, running around the track a little bit, see how it is, bring back some old memories. Then I'll bring it home, clean it up, and probably just park it and look at it for a while. Every once in a while I might list it for sale, just depends. But this is a bike, this is the first real modern race bike that I ever bought, that I bought brand new. So it's not the same bike, but it's got a lot of, hits me inside pretty good. So let me get this on the stand and we'll see what we can do about starting to get some spark on this, and I'll bring him back in a minute. Okay, well, I pulled a bonehead move. I forgot to turn my microphone back on, and I have no audio for what I just did, but that happens. I'm not going to take and redo the whole thing so you guys can see what I did. But anyways, I pulled the ignition, the stock ignition right here, off of the 250MX. Then I took the IT 250 that I have and I pulled the ignition off of it, and everything bolted right up to the 250MX. And then I had to figure out how to get the wiring and everything going. I had to ground it. The coil, the lead to the coil is too short to go to the mount. So what I did is I took a ground wire, put an eyelet on it, put a double female on the ground wire coming from the coil. Then I took a battery charger lead that I had, which has a double plug, a male and female, and I made another lead to plug into there. Now I'm using both of these as a ground. I've got a ground clamp to the ground coming from the stator. The orange wire from the stator goes to the coil. The black and the white wire goes to the kill switch. I took the red lead for the battery charger and put it to the frame. Now those are the grounds. They all come down into here, this mess of wires, but everything is grounded. So now, let me make these legs a little longer on this tripod.
You ready for another video?
Hang on a minute, I'll bring you right back while I get this set up. Okay, let me get you set around the other side and we'll check this thing for spark. I know the exhaust isn't on it right now and the carburetor's off of it, but if it ends up having spark, then I will put everything back on it and we will see if it will fire up. Let me get you down here as close as I can. All right. Let me turn the lights out, see if that might help for you to be able to see it if it has spark. Okay. Hope you guys can see that. All right. Oh, dude. It's got good spark. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not. Let me see if I can get this set up in place to where I can actually hold the camera for you so that you can see it. Hope you guys saw that. That is awesome. It's got spark. That IT250 ignition worked great. I don't know how far out of time it might be. If it is, I'm not sure. But it's got spark. I am super jazzed with that. Let me go ahead and I'm going to bring you back in a little bit. I'm going to go. There's no reason you guys watch me put the carbon exhaust on it. It's kind of a wash. You guys have seen that stuff before. Let me put the carburetor on it. Put the exhaust on it. Hook up my gas bottle. And we'll see if this thing will start. So I'll bring you guys all back in just a little bit. See you in a few. All right. I got everything back together. I got the pipe on it. I got the carb on it. I hooked my gas bottle up to it and it's overflowing, so I'm gonna have to redo the floats on it, but the bowl is full. So let's see what happens here if it starts. This Kickstarter has been bent, so it angles back. I had to go change shoes because the tennis shoe I had on wouldn't be no good for kicking. I stole the throttle assembly off of a 250 YZ that I have in the back. So let's see what happens. Choke on. Whoa, dude. Oh man, it fired up. Okay, let's try it again. Oh man, now it's kicking back real good. That was sweet first kick. Okay, let's see. Oh, that thing kicks back like my 360. It ran out of gas. Oh. Oh man. I'm so excited about this. Oh, that thing sounds so sick. Now, man, I want to take it up the street. I know the brakes work on it. I got the seat on it. Let me pull this carburetor off and check and see why it's overflowing. I just might hook that bottle to the handlebars and take it up the street. So, let me get back to you in a minute. This is exciting. I'll be right back. All right. I've got the carburetor fixed. It's not leaking. I found the stock original stinger or silencer for it. Got that on. I got the bike sitting out in the driveway. And it's right there. We're going to fire this puppy up and take it up the street and see what it does. So, wish me luck, folks. I made sure the brakes all work good. I can reach down and pull the ignition up. Yep, let me pull the kill switch here. The red and the white wire. There it is. All right. All right, folks. Oh. That's it's a wrap on that one. Man, it has been hot out here in my garage today. It's probably about 90 degrees out here in Southern California right now, but I'm sweating like crazy. Well, thanks for coming along on this adventure today. Yeah, can't wait to get this bike done. I think I'm going to pull all the other bikes off to the side and concentrate on this, getting it back together. I'm actually thinking about doing it up different colors than stock. I'll put a photo that I have of another 250B that I saw on Facebook in one of the forums. I really like the way it looks, and I was thinking about maybe doing this one up. So I'll put that photo in here, and you let me know what you think about the colorway on it. Like I said, it's not going to be a showroom floor restoration, but every single piece on it's going to be redone. But I want to customize it just like you would have done back in the day, with bits and pieces from other bikes of the same era. It's just like that front end. It's a 75 bike, but I was still racing my 250 in 77 and 76. So that's a 77 front end. So it's something that you could have done back in the day. And if I would have thought about it, I would have done it. But anyways, thanks for coming along and hanging out with me today. It's going to be a long video. I'm going to have to edit the heck out of it. But thanks for coming along. Hit that
like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. That way when I do post another video, you're getting notified. I really appreciate it. I hope to be doing more videos more often again. Things are kind of cooling down. It's just been way too hot out here in my garage. And give Dale Swagger his channel a look. Give him a subscription if you don't mind. He's a really cool dude. Same thing with Jack, old guys, old bikes. He's funny. He's a crack up. He's a nice guy. So again, thanks for coming along, and you all have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later.